Assalamualaikum, my name is Ina Kristina binti Muhammad Niza. I'm from BA1111 and my student ID is 2024666364.
From BA1111F, my student ID 2024227554.
Hi everyone, my name is Anisiana. I'm from class N5 BA1111F and my matrix number is 2024403872.
Hi guys, my name is Muhammad Haikal bin Nasaruddin. I'm from group N5PA111F and my matrix number is 2024661798. An amount of RMX was initially deposited into a savings account with an interest rate of 3.25% compounded semi-annually. After 5 years, RM10,250 ringgit was withdrawn from the account. 3 years later, the account balance became 228,960 ringgit. Find the original amount, which is X, that was first deposited. First, we need to find the second P, which is the amount that we're gonna use for the second part. But in this question, after 5 years, he already withdraw 10,250 ringgit that we're gonna add later. In this question, they already have the K, which is 0.02325, the M is 2, the T is 5. Here we need to use the formula S equals to P 1 plus I with the square root of N. For the first part, we need to do like this: 28,960 ringgit equals to P plus 1 plus 0.0325 per 2, with the M, which the T is with the N, which is T multiplied by M. But here the T was 3 because we need to find the first 3 years later. So the answer, which is 226,290 ringgit with 28 cents. For the second part, first we need to add the second P with the withdrawn RM10,025 ringgit. We need to do it like this: 26,290 ringgit and 28 cents. We need to plus with 10,250 ringgit to get the first S, which is 36,550 ringgit with 28 cents. And then we move to this for the next part to find the original P. We still have to use the same formula, which is 36,550 ringgit and 28 cents, which is S equals to X or P in this case, 1 plus 0.0325 per 2 with the square root of 5, which is the T, multiplied by 2, which is the M. So the answer is 31,100 ringgit and 42 cents. That's it. It sounds like RM32,800 ringgit was invested in MDA Bank for 12 years and 4 months. The bank offered an interest rate of 8.2% compounded every 4 months. Find the accumulated amount at the end of the investment period. So this question wants us to find the accumulated amount at the end of the investment period. They already give the P, which is RM32,800 ringgit, the T 12 per 12, K 0.082, and the M equals to 3. We need to use the exact formula, which is S equals to P 1 plus I with the square root of N. So here, let's start with S equals to RM32,800 ringgit with 1 plus 0.082 per 3 with the square root of 3 multiplied by 12, 4 per 12. So here we can use your calculator to exactly calculate how it was, and you can get the answer, which is RS is RM88,960 ringgit with 0.2 cents. That's it. Thank you.
I solved part A, question 2. Fatah intends to borrow 15,000 ringgit and has two loan option 1 and option 2. Option 1 offer 9.5% interest rate compounded monthly, and option 2 offer 10% interest rate compounded quarterly. He plans to repay the loan in full at the end of the 4 years. Determine the best option by comparing the interest charge for each option. This question requires us to determine the best option by comparing the interest charge. Before we calculate the interest, we need to find the accumulated amount, which is S. For option 1, we will list all the information given, which is M equal to 12 because it's a compounded monthly, T equal to 4, R equal to 0.095, N equal to 12 multiplied by 4 equal to 48, and I equal to 0.095 over 12 equal to 19 over 2,400. First, we will find the accumulated amount by using compound interest formula, which is S equal to P in bracket 1 plus I to the power of N. S equal to 15,000 in bracket 1 plus 19 over 2,400 to the power of 48, and we get S equal to 21,901.47. Next, we need to find the interest charge by using formula I equal to S minus P. I equal to 21,901.47 minus 15,000, and we get I equal to 6,901.47. For option 2, the information given is M equal to 4 because it's a compounded quarterly, T equal to 4, R equal to 0.1, N equal to 4 multiplied by 4 equal to 16, I equal to 0.1 equal over 4 equal to 0.025. We will use the same formula for option 2. S equal to P in bracket 1 plus I to the power of N. S equal to 15,000 in bracket 1 plus 0.025 to the power of 16. And we get S equal to 22,267.59. And for the interest charge, we use the same formula, which is I equal to S minus P. I equal to 22,267.59 minus 15,000, and we get I equal to 7,267.59. The answer is option 1 is the best option because the interest charge was cheaper than option 2.
Johan is starting a new business and needs a loan of 250,000 to get started. He approached 2 different banks for loan and each bank offered him a different loan package for 15 years. The details of the package are as follows. As you can see at the slide, we have 2 banks, which is Trust Bank and Horizon Bank. For Trust Bank, the interest rate charge 5.05% compounded quarterly, while the frequency of payment is every 3 months. And for the Horizon Bank, the interest rate charge 4.65% compounded every 4 months, while the frequency of payment is every 4 months. Question is, calculate the periodic payment and total interest charge for each bank. A equals to 250,000, R equals to 0.055, M equals to 4, I equals to 0.055 divided by 4, and we get 0.01375, and for N equals 4 multiplied by 15, and we get 60. A equals to R bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I close bracket the power of N divided by I and bracket 255,000 equals R bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.01357 close bracket the power of negative 60 divided by 0.01357 and bracket 150,000 divided by bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.01375 close bracket the power of negative 60 divided by 0.01375 bracket equals to R. So the answer for R is 6,146.13. Okay, the total interest charge for Trust Bank is that we're going to use the formula of I equals to Rn minus A. I equals to 6,146.13 multiplied by 60 minus 250,000. So we get 180,767.80. Now let's calculate the periodic payment and total interest charge for the Horizon Bank. A equals to 250,000, R equals to 0.0465, and M equals to 3. I equals to 0.0465 divided by 3, and we get 0.0155. For N equals to 3 multiplied by 15, and we get 45. 250,000 equals to R bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.0155 close bracket the power of negative 45 divided by 0.0155 bracket. Next, 250,000 divided by bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.0155 close bracket the power of negative 45 divided by 0.0155 bracket equals to R. So for R, we get 7,757 and 74. I equal to 7,757.74 multiply 45 minus 250,000. So the total interest charge for Horizon Bank is 99,098.30. Based on your answer on A, which bank should Johan select for the loan and why? Based on my answer on A, Johan should choose Horizon Bank for the loan because the interest charge for Horizon Bank is cheaper than Trust Bank.
For part B, question 1C, if John failed to make the first 5 payments, how much must he pay on the 6th payment to settle all the outstanding arrests? First, we need to identify the information given. R is 7,757 ringgit 74 cents. I is 0.0155 and N equals 6. So we need to use this formula. S equals 7,757 ringgit 74 cents bracket. Open bracket 1 plus 0.0155 power of 6 minus 1 and divide into 0.0155 and close bracket. And the answer for S is 48,387 ringgit 83 cents. For question D, if John decides to pay off all his loan immediately after 8 years, calculate the total amount he needs to pay. So we're gonna use present value formula. Firstly, we need to list the information given. R is 7,757 ringgit 74 cents. For N is 3 times 8, and then we need to deduct 45 with 24. Then we will get N equal 21. Lastly, I is 0.0155. We need to substitute the information given into the formula. A equals 7,757 ringgit 74 cents bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.0155 power of minus 21 and divide into 0.0155. And the last answer for A is 138,152 ringgit 5 cents.